2 weeks or a week before the shoot, he ended up, dropping out. And then I was stressing out. I was like, oh my God, who else could possibly play this part?
I'm really sorry to hear about your loss. I know you must be going through a tough time.
Greater LA Today, presented by the Chicano Hollywood Film Festival. Tickets available at ChicanoHollywood.com.
Nelan, you were talking to me about some challenges that you had with the casting. Like there were, there's always going to be obstacles with even a short film, but one of them that you encountered was late or last minute casting, a lot of times, many times out of our control. Talk to me about that and about how you got over that hurdle.
So funny story. So um, when it came to casting, it was very last minute. I always made sure to cast and start asking actors way before the film was even being written. I remember halfway writing through the script, I began reaching out to actors, but I couldn't find that one actor that could play the role. I was open to any type of actor as long as they could play that emotional part. I went to an art school, so there was a lot of actors in our area, but I didn't think they could play the role. So I made sure to look outside of that, but that made it way more harder for us in the team. Uh, I had one actor, and he was confirmed he was the part that I wanted, and I believe 2 weeks or a week before the shoot, he ended up, dropping out. And then I was stressing out. I was like, oh my God, who else could possibly play this part? And I think at the end of the day, the world like brought it together where I never thought of one of my closest friends who is an actor, and I just never thought of asking him for some reason. And I was like, wow, mate, let's give it a shot. Like, let's see. Worst thing he could say is no, and I will find anyone else to play the part. And turns out he ended up saying yes, and he was free, and he ended up playing the part perfectly. And I think it made things even easier to shoot.
Those happy accidents, as I've heard the term used before, are like, maybe not an accident, but just something that you were not expecting. In this case, a person you were not expecting actually
Yeah.
ended up being the person that could carry the role. Those surprises are always nice. Nelan, so one of the things that I asked you about in our pre-conversation was what you hope people take away from my life. And I loved your answer. It was a profound one. Why is it that that's one of the things that you hope people take away from my life?
So I would say one of the biggest things that I really want people to take away from, first of all, this story is very specific, so I know not a huge audience can relate to it, but the people who could relate to it, I did make it for them as well. I wanted to let them know that they're not alone and that their voice is heard, as well as people been through this, and at the end of the day, there is light. So that's one topic I really wanted to touch. Um, Everything else in general, I kind of wanted the film to impact people's lives and change their perspective when it comes to anything. So I'm not hoping something specific for people. I just hope they could take away something from it and change their lives, or as well as inspire them. Something in their brain to click with something. I am totally open. Like there's no particular feeling, or there's no message I really want to get out, except when it comes to the aspect of if you can relate to it, then that story was for you as well as you being heard. But if you can't relate to it, I'm totally happy if however you can interpret the film and for the better for yourself. So we definitely touched topics on growth, uh, you know, making it the best life you can, especially since you only have one life. Then we have grief, accepting and acceptance, growing with family. So we touch a lot of topics, and I I would love for the audience to, at least if they could, you know, take away one thing from it, even if it's their own interpretation. So there's nothing specific I try to aim for, but definitely however the audience wants it to be.
And you know what, Neelan, those are some of the best movies when you walk away and you're like, oh, I really connected to
Mhm.
the acting or the message or the main theme and whatnot. So, and I have zero doubt that there's going to be a lot of that connecting going on once people see My Life. So, congratulations on that point for sure. On many points, but on that point for sure.
We welcome everyone. So if you want to watch the My Life film, please come support and watch at the Chicano Hollywood Film Festival on Saturday, August 1st at the 2 p.m. Block 3.
Cool. Thank you very much, Neelan. I appreciate you being on Greater LA today. I really appreciate all your time, your energy, your expertise, your knowledge base from having made your films. And I look forward to having you on Greater LA today when you've got the next thing coming up that you want to put out.
Thank you so much, Edgar. I had a great time.
Greater LA Today, presented by All We Have, now streaming on Tubi.